Also want to be emotional. You always know that disappointment of going out of the Champions League will affect them, and that it really did today. So yeah, Newcastle outworked Liverpool, and it was very obvious that Liverpool could not cope with the work rate of Newcastle today, and that's one of the things that
watch Transit TV right now.
Transit TV back again to the studios. Every season in England, every club in EPL has a chance to win 4 trophies in a season. They call it quadruple. I think he was the only city that managed to achieve that. Liverpool have had that. I've been talk of that for Liverpool for a few seasons now. In the recent past, quadruple, and I think the last time that happened, they didn't even manage to win anyone. For the large spans of this season, there has been talk of Liverpool having the possibility of winning 4 trophies. Now they are left with one, being the EPL. Champions League, you remember, they had an impeccable run, top the group. They have been dumped out from the round of 16. Can't even make it to the quarterfinals. Today, again, they lost the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle. I don't know why I always felt that Newcastle was going to win that game, and they did today. Before we go ahead and give you what we had that one panned out, don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. Hit the like button and like and share this content as well. I like to be interactive. Let's see your opinion. Let's read your opinion. Get busy in the comment section. 5 things we learned from this one, from Newcastle outworking Liverpool, to Liverpool not really having a tactical plan on in the attacking phase of things, and Liverpool looking jaded in terms of stamina and energy. The input of an onslaught, and as well Newcastle, after over 50 years winning a trophy, what this means to them, and players like Alexander Isak. And for me, man of the match, jubilant in this game. Let's dive straight into it. Last 3 games for Liverpool now, if you don't want to go back, they've been a little bit shadow of themselves. If you watch my video after the Champions League exit, I mentioned something. I said it, that Liverpool don't look very tactical and systematic, especially in the attacking phase of their game. But what they have been doing for most part this season is to probably outwork teams. They rely on Salah's ingenuity to create and score goals, and that's how they managed to achieve success this season. Champions League home and away, they met a PSG team that we are ready to work. They outworked them, and technically brilliant as well, and also had an identity based on the job that Enrique has done in that team. Liverpool were a shadow of themselves in both legs. Just somehow, because of the quality of Alisson, they won the first leg. Second leg, the same story. PSG got their early goal, head on to it, and won Liverpool on penalties. Today again, they meet Newcastle, another team that are warriors when in terms of work rates. Especially when they meet big teams, they don't mess around. They bully you. And they have players who can play as well. So, but their strength is mainly on their ability to work hard and also play the dark out, as they say it. And today, Liverpool struggled to cope with Newcastle. And if you also want to be emotional, you always know that disappointment of of going out of the Champions League will affect them, and that it really did today. So yeah, Newcastle outworked Liverpool, and it was very obvious that Liverpool could not cope with the work rate of Newcastle today. And that's one of the things that we found out. If you can work as hard as Liverpool and have a few players who are technically solid and a plan that is, you can get a result against Liverpool. The second thing that we learned is that Liverpool going forward, especially in attacking phase, is more of Salah than having a style, having a way. There are two things that work for Liverpool when they attack you: Salah and late runs into the box. Szoboszlai have been doing that very well this season. Gakpo, when he was fit, does it too. Curtis Jones does it. This is what Liverpool do. They hit you on a counter, arrive late in the box. Once Salah drags you out and you're focused on crossing and double marking Salah, these other guys will run late. The ball is laid behind the first defensive line, rushing to cut off the cross, and they just jab in. And that is why Salah has scored so many goals and also has had many assists, because once they isolate him with you, if he doesn't get his goal, he's dropping that ball for late run to the box. Somebody is jabbing it, and Liverpool is won. So, but when you really look at Liverpool, I don't really see there is either counter or Salah. That's how they score their goals. The third thing is, and I'm going to talk about individuals at this moment, especially for Newcastle, which for me, the man of the match today was Joelinton. You can throw Dambon in there because it has been a massive week for Dambon, a player that at 32 is invited to the England national team for the first time by Tuchel, going in to score the first goal of the Carabao Cup at Wembley. Today again, just the same week. I mean, how much better can your week be, and going on to win the cup, the trophy as well? Yeah, Dambon, with all this, you can say, okay, Dambon wins the man of the match. But for me, Joelinton is not a player I like very well. I don't really like his demeanor. But the kind of energy, aura, and commitment he showed today, I mean, you can't overlook that. If you have one or two of those kinds of players in your team, it's always going to be difficult for you to lose. And that is what him and Bruno Guimaraes did today for Newcastle. They bullied Liverpool throughout the midfield. And Dambon, of course, every cross that Liverpool tried to put in, because sometimes they tried to go direct, he took care of it. Not than his goal, and defended for them crosses and corner kicks. Yeah, it might be difficult for anyone to pick out the man of the match today, but if you ask me, I will pick Joelinton. Yeah, there are so many individual performances for Newcastle today. You can throw in Isak there. You can as well throw in Livramento, and Karen Trippier was massive for them as well. Of course, Pope in the goal as well was massive. So yeah, it is a day that Newcastle players and their coach Eddie Howe is. If you're on this channel, you know that I've always been harsh on Eddie Howe, because he has refused to create identity for Newcastle in terms of system, but he has built a team of warriors where you know that for you to beat Newcastle, you really need to be brave and work hard. So kudos to Eddie Howe. Kudos to the Newcastle team. They have done brilliantly well. These players have now put their name in the annals and history of Newcastle, breaking the jinx of not winning trophies. And we shall wait and see what the future holds for this team going forward. And a slot, maybe reality check for him eventually in Liverpool. Is now that we're going to know what he is really bringing into this team. And there's questions have been rearing their heads against an slot in the past few weeks, because we can see that technically there's really no signature of him. The only thing that is very significant that he has done for this team is to reduce the tempo of Liverpool's game from the heavy metal on that club. But aside that, technically and tactically, in terms of shape and system, it's not really very obvious what he has brought in. The gap between Liverpool and Arsenal, who is in second, is massive. I think it's about 11 points or 12, I can't remember. But the way Liverpool have looked in the last 3 or 4 games now, and Ancelotti needs to show what he is made of to get Liverpool across the line. Because if they blow this gap, it's going to be one of one of the biggest bottle, as they say it on the street in England, for any team. And this is possible because Liverpool have done this. If you have been following, people talk about Arsenal, Liverpool have bottled leagues and title challenges in the past 5 years so many times. So it might not be out of reach to happen. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I will not be surprised if it does. So Ancelotti needs to prove his mettle now, and let's see what he's got. Yeah, this Carling Cup or Carabao Cup, as we used to call it before. Come on, gone are the days when one team picks up all the trophies in England. This season is looking like it's going to be 4 different teams or 3 different teams win different trophies. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think Newcastle deserve this win? And what is the problem with Liverpool recently? Why are they struggling? You think Liverpool can blow this chance of winning the EPL, or you think the EPL is wrapped? Let me know what you think. And I will see you after Atletico Barcelona game in a couple of hours. Ciao.